And we're back. So, we just left off our heroes kind of having a little tussle with each other, and now they have seen their friend Goro has gone down with an arrow in his throat.
Oh my god, okay, so should we roll initiative or can we go outside of initiative?
This is outside initiative because you don't see anyone.
Alright, Io. So Goro dead. Goro dead or Goro injured?
You can check.
I don't think she's gonna do that in that case. Can she run, and she wants to get in front of both of them if she can? Or
Both
be
of
next
them.
uh two living friends.
Oh,
Nora and
What about the boar? Is that still around?
Boris has. He's still definitely around, but he's kind of like run behind one of the trees.
Well, then we have 3 living friends, Ryan.
You hear a distant like.
as Aya doesn't like animals that much. But anyway,
Clearly.
Aya's going to run up next
I
to
don't know how to feel.
Zephyr and Nora if she can, and she's gonna like yell "get down" and then jump in front.
All right. Anyone else doing anything?
Nora would probably, since she doesn't know, what direction did the arrow come from?
So, do you remember on the map how there was like the corner with like the stumps and stuff?
Yes.
It came from within those trees.
Okay, so I'm assuming Io's facing that direction.
Io doesn't know where theirs came from.
Okay, if Nora does, then she's going to put her back to Io, kind of like in like a back-to-back sort of scenario, except she's going to be facing to where she knew the arrows came from and just kind of be like, they went from that direction.
Yeah, because with your passive perception.
Yeah.
Because that roll with it.
And I'll just sort of direct Zephyr to like make like the triangle shape so that we're all like back-to-back kind of thing.
Zephyr, what's your AC?
17.
Oh.
You see, all of you see as a crossbow bolt whips past.
I'm gonna,
Zephyr's.
like, how high are the walls on the cart? Are there walls on the cart?
Are you in the cart?
I'm about to be, if you tell me how high those walls are.
I mean, hold on, let me think of how big a cart is. I was imagining like maybe 3 feet, just like one of those like wheelbarrow adjacent.
Did
but
this
it's like
crossbow bolt and the arrow come from the same direction?
No.
My plan has been ruined.
I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna run to the boar.
Okay. You see him just like stomping on dirt.
I would just run over to him and be like, hey, we gotta go. We're getting out of here. You wanna come with us? Come on.
He's just kind of stomping at the dirt.
Yeah, come on.
I'm gonna wave an apple and be like,
Come
on, Boris. Apple.
He just starts running towards the apple.
Is it hard to hook him up to the cart?
All of the like gear is there for him to be hooked up to the harness. You haven't.
I'm going to jump in by the boar as well now, so I want to be able to protect the boar. Because I have a feeling it's not gonna last.
I'm gonna try to hook it up to the cart.
I will give the help action to Zephyr and just be like, Io, watch our backs.
All right, Zephyr, make an intelligence check with advantage.
Do you want me to make the
figure out how to hook this up?
Well, we'll see how it goes.
I was gonna say, do you want me to make it with advantage? Because I have a +1.
Yeah, I got a 9.
It's taking you a while.
Yeah.
You're still trying to figure out how to hook them up.
Maybe you take
As
over.
you're doing this, you hear from the direction where Nora knows the arrow was shot. What, you just won't protect your little boy, huh? What about the cat?
That was a noise, right? That came from that direction?
Hmm.
Do I recognize the voice?
If you responded, we couldn't hear it.
I said no.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Okay. I was gonna say you like
And,
you were like buffering frozen for a bit.
and from another direction, closer to the stream, you hear laughter.
Well, now that
I
my
presume
enemy...
Io can't see them, but Io does have a spare javelin, and it will go towards them.
Okay.
Now that my enemies have been made
You
tangible
can make an attack with disadvantage.
and
since
no
you don't
longer
know.
as mysterious.
That's a miss.
What'd
I
you roll?
wanna...
7.
Oh yeah, that's a miss. It just
Are we
lands in
going
one of the.
into initiative at this point? Or are we still just free
Not
balling?
quite.
I want to go in the direction that Ryan threw the javelin, and
Sure thing.
I want to use my feline agility, to double my speed, which means I can move 60 feet. I want to go grab the
That is
javelin
plenty.
and then just search for the person in that direction.
Sure thing. Make an investigation check or a perception check, I guess. If you're just looking for it.
15.
That is just enough. As you're looking through, you see crouched, holding a crossbow, just a scruffy human man that just looks up at you and smiles.
Are they still
Oh,
within?
I didn't interrupt your little camping
Are
trip.
they still within like running distance of me at this point?
What do you mean running distance?
Like, I assume I went and grabbed the javelin and then just started like jumping behind trees looking for this person.
Yeah.
Do
The
I still
javelin
have
would only be
enough?
30 feet away.
Do I still have enough movement to get to that person?
So 130 feet away. I wouldn't say you have that much room to move.
Okay. Okay. How
Because
close?
you had to get to the javelin first, and they weren't next to it because it missed them.
Well, sure. How close are they at this point? Like,
I'd
can I
say
get...
they're probably 10 feet from you.
Okay. Then I'm gonna whip
Uh-oh.
them instead.
All right.
Hopefully. Hopefully I'm gonna whip them.
All right, let me get battle music back up.
That's a 13 to hit.
That hits.
Hey!
You whip them from behind. It seems to have surprised them a bit. They just go, ah!
I'm gonna sink your battleship. Hey, I got a 7 damage.
All right.
I'm zooming. Now that they like spoke and this enemy is now like a tangible thing that I can go pursue and not just like the mysterious source of arrows in the woods.
Yeah.
He's like way more confident about like approaching them.
Yeah, and with that, you can all roll initiative.
Awesome.
I'm not bringing up the because it is unnecessary.
I got a 17.
Okay.
12.
14.
14.
14.
Let me get the music back up. I seem to have lost it.
Can I say something really quick, or should she wait till
Yeah,
her
sure.
turn? Nora, you can go after them if you like. I'm gonna stay with the boar.
Sick.
Sorry.
Dora was gonna try like a whole like spoof talk them thing, but then Zephyr went.
Oh god, that was loud.
Stuff.
Here we go. All right. So, Zephyr, you got 17. You write down. Oh god, hold on.
Take your time.
have a lot of things to roll right now.
Gives us
Okay.
so much.
So, Zephyr, you just got the surprise round, sort of. Another third figure is going to emerge from the opposite side of where Goro was. So more the southern end. And it's just this like, just again, they're all scruffy elven man, again
Elven.
holding a crossbow. And he is going to laugh, kind of look at the cart and just like spit on the ground and fire at who's closest. That is a 16
Field.
for sure. Just goes to. All right.
That's my favorite sound.
Zephyr, now it's you again.
I was muted.
Can't hear you.
I also forgot that javelins were exclusively thrown weapons. I confused it with a spear for a moment. But in that case, I'm just gonna whip the guy again.
All right.
I think you can use a javelin as a melee weapon.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can.
it is a
It doesn't
melee
have to
weapon.
be thrown.
Wait, hang on.
It's just a jab. It's like a spear.
D&D Beyond, why have you done this to me? Oh, I know why it's telling me to do that. Because it's not finesse.
Yeah, that's
So
correct.
It's saying that I should throw it. Because then I can use dexterity.
Yeah.
I love that I just sprung out of the forest and started whipping this man. Okay. I got an 8 to hit.
That misses.
So I missed the whip. I'm gonna close the gap.
He seems to duck right out of the way.
And then I close the gap and try to stab him.
Right.
Yeah, I stabbed him. that's a nat 20.
Oh yeah, you sound real good.
Unfortunately, it's a dagger, so it's not the most impressive stab anyone's seen in their lives, but I still get to use 2 of them. Nice! 2 ones! Almost
Devastating.
almost as good as 1.
Starting off strong, Matt.
Alright.
So that's 6.
You can do sneak attack.
I don't think I can.
You absolutely can.
I didn't have advantage. And there's no enemies nearby.
Oh, you're right. I'm a little dummy idiot.
Like what?
I
Fred
wish.
was like,
I wish I could.
know.
But that'd be fun. So no, that's
I'm
just
so used to Nyx.
6 damage.
All right.
My girl, I miss her.
He looks very
I
bad.
freaking leap out of the woods and just
we're
whip him,
just
and then I
fighting
throw another
normal
one, and he's like,
people.
oh, missed me, and then I just run up and stab him in the face.
He's,
No,
he's
okay.
still up, but he's like coughing blood, and he's like trying to stand up, but it's like it's not going well for him. But he's still up.
Nice.
Alrighty, is that all for you?
Yeah. Oh! I lied to you, Karena. Because that was an offhand attack. I don't get the bonus for my dexterity, so I only did
Okay.
2 damage, not 6.
Okay, so he's looking slightly less bad, but still like pretty bad. He's bloodied. Alright. Next up we have, oh boy. Okay. Now you see kind of the low, boisterous laughter from before kind of get louder as you see a figure emerge from behind where Goro was supposedly shot in the neck. As you see this pretty tall, elven man with just like various scars all over his arm and then one clear across his face on his nose. You see him holding a very, very hefty looking crossbow with what you can only assume now to be poison draped over the edge of one of the arrows. And he just kind of comes out. We got you surrounded. I wouldn't fight if I were you.
Are we getting a response to this?
I'm over in the woods just whipping a
Talking
guy.
is
I don't know
pretty
what's going on.
I would say that it's probably in your best interest not to fight with us.
Well, enjoy this. He's going to try to attack Nora right in the face. That is 12, unfortunately.
Nah.
Oh, that's okay. Because as he says that, you see as 4 more figures emerge from all sides, including right next to the stream from behind one of the trees. So there are now 5. 5 of them.
I was going to step forward a little bit and just say, I hope you brought another 4 so you can make this even.
He just laughs and just like looks at the poison on his crossbow. Alrighty. Oh god, there's so many of you. Now is Nora.
Sick. Also, it just occurred to me I have had 2 campaigns in a row with N named characters.
Oh, yeah.
Ah!
That's weird. Anywho's it. I am going to I want to take that damn crossbow out of that cocky son of a bitch's hands with my thorn whip.
Yes.
Okay.
So I
you're
want to hit
taking
him.
The crossbow?
Yeah, I want to take the poison crossbow from him.
Okay,
'Cause I
that's
can-
definitely going to be harder to hit than just
That's-
trying to hit him.
That's fine.
Okay.
That is a 22.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, your thorn whip just whips completely around the side of the crossbow and just like tugs it right out of his arm. He doesn't well, let's see. Yeah, he doesn't completely let go, but you definitely you have full
So
hand
did-
of the crossbow.
Can I still do the damage too? Like if it's touching his hands?
I'm very torn about this. Because you're attacking the crossbow specifically.
Maybe you could just have the damage happen to the crossbow and set a certain health bar for the
Yeah,
crossbow.
that makes more sense.
Oh,
I was like, that die was going for a while. I was getting like nervous for some reason.
even if it's straight. I was also trying to give Karina more time to figure out what HP she wanted to give to the crossbow.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was a 3 piercing damage.
You have pierced it, but it doesn't seem that harmed.
Can I know it pulls him 10 feet closer to me.
Mhm.
I kind of want to do something similar like I did with the spider, where then I try to like kick him. Like I want to pull him closer with the like whip, boom, and then just
Mhm.
like spin kick him or something.
So, question. When you used the whip, you were 30 feet away?
I can be. It's a 30-foot range.
And then, well, he had just walked out. So you were no more than 20 feet.
Okay,
Or no
can I,
less than 20 feet from him.
can I use some
So-
movement?
You can whip him forward and then move. But you're not pulling him directly to you.
Okay. Can I have? I feel like this is kind of retroactive, and I apologize. Have like moved closer to him so that when I did whip him, it then goes wow in my foot. Sick. Let me hit this bitch.
I have a question.
Yes.
In the process of kicking, are you using an item?
Am I using an item? Oh. I don't know if I want to do it yet.
Just ask.
Let me give it a look-see look real quick, just to make sure. I don't think I'm going to.
you can also decide after you hit, by the way. I think. Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to hold off on it for now,
Alright.
but I forgot that it existed. So thank you for reminding me. But yes. Okay, let me kick this bitch.
Mhm.
That is an 18 to hit.
That definitely hits. Roll damage. As you with this guy close with his crossbow. He manages to hold onto it barely, and then gets whacked directly in the face.
That is a 4 + 4 for 8 damage.
Oh no, that's my offhand, I guess, because it's my bonus action, so I guess it's only 4.
Okay,
I don't know if that makes a difference. Yes, I'll say it's just 4 damage.
you manage to get in a really good like kick to his face, but he just kind of like brushes and starts laughing. Basically,
Grana's buffering.
Yeah, we couldn't hear you.
all right, I'll say that again. You manage to get a really, really good kick directly to his face, but he just kind of like brushes it off and laughs in your face. He looks basically unharmed.
Fascinating.
So
I mean,
is
that's
it Aya's
it for
turn now?
me, so.
Not yet. You see as one of the other figures that emerged from the right of this guy instead has a large curved sword. And he is going to jump on top of the cart, plunge
Okay.
his sword into it, and do like a roundhouse kick situation on Io.
Oh, okay.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. You're next to the cart, right, with the boar?
I am. I have a question. Is he
I
attacking the cart in the process, or is that just flavor?
That was just flavor.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
No, that was just flavor.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. That does not hit. I'm rolling terribly. That's an 11.
Uh,
He just kind of swings around and looks like really sick while doing it, but he misses you. Like,
Io
entirely.
does like a sick matrix.
Yeah, pretty much.
what is this like ballerina shit? And then she is going to. I assume it's Aya's turn now.
Yeah, before that, he's gonna look and respond and say, "What? I thought you rich folks knew all these moves."
I don't.
Nora literally
Alright.
just did like a kick flip thing.
All right.
And yes, now it is Io's.
All right. Io needs to end her turn within 5 feet of another person, and
Okay.
she thinks that the person that just attacked her is an idiot. So she's going to leave his attack range without disengaging
Okay.
to go meet up with Nora.
Opportunity attack. Oh my gosh! 7.
And he just kick, and then she like grabs his foot on the way and throws it back.
Rich scumbag.
I don't have any money. I don't know what you're talking about. You're not going to get what you want from this. And then she is going to walk over to the leader, which is getting acquainted with Nora's foot, and is going to try to stab him in the back of the knee, just for flavor,
Right.
not
Well,
actual cold shot.
Go for the Achilles.
I thought it was upside down, but it is not. That is a 26 to hit.
yes, it hits.
Yeah.
That is going to be 6 damage.
All right.
Also, I lied. It was 24.
Yeah, I mean,
And that is the end of Aya's turn.
give me 1 second. Okay. So, you stab the guy right in the back of the knee. He turns around and he just keeps laughing. It's really creepy, honestly. He's just laughing at you, and he still looks like really good. Like you're
Question,
kind of getting nervous at this point.
do I think he's on like drugs or something?
Making it
He's just being a little too weird. Nobody can get stabbed and laugh like that. I mean 6, but you know.
You're not really sure. Maybe it's just this guy's deal.
What
Can
is
I
your
also make a
deal?
roll check? Even though it's not my turn.
Hmm?
Can I also roll to check what the fuck is up with this guy, even though it's not my turn?
Sure.
What was it, perception? Or insight? not bad. Oh, not Microsoft Word. 17, sorry.
You're still unsure.
Mhm.
There aren't any like signs that are giving you insight into why he's laughing, other than maybe he thinks he's winning.
Okay.
All right, so we have leader in front of Io and Nora. I don't know why I was about to call you Rosie. That's not your name.
Rosie.
That's
Fascinating.
where my mind went to.
I like it.
We have leader in front of Nora and Io. We have Guy on the cart. We have Guy by Zephyr. We have other Guy next to the leader. And then we have another guy that comes out from the left of the leader, also holding a crossbow. Yes, I am getting these in order. Yay!
Sick.
And
Well
he kind
done.
of cocks his crossbow up as well. Like, kind of, he just walks directly up to Io at this point and just puts it right up against her head. And the leader just looks back down at you and says, "Listen, there's a lot more where we came from. Why don't you just tell us who you're working for, give us the cart, and this will be all over in just a bit."
That actually sounds pretty
I'm gonna
easy.
tear your throat out.
But that actually, those actually sound like pretty reasonable demands. I'm just saying.
I don't know what you think you're going to get out of this, but you're not going to get it.
Nah.
But I
The one
am
that
going to
has-
get your tongue.
The one that has what's it called? Crossbow, like directly in range of Io's head, is just gonna hold it action. And next is hold on. Jesus, Zephyr.
Hey, alright. So,
There's so many
this,
numbers written down.
this guy has taken backseat status in my mind at this point, I think, so I'm just gonna offhand attack him first.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I totally missed. No shot. Hang on. Let me at least tell you a number. That is a 10 to hit. Yeah. That's
It's
okay.
probably like 11 or something.
I like go to stab him and I miss and I'm like, eh, whatever. Can I see the leader from where I am?
I'd say he has partial cover from where you are because of all the trees, since you're by where the other guy is. But yeah, you can see.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll kill this guy. Or I'll try to. If I don't miss. That'd be cool. A little close range whip. I'm just like swirling it. Okay, so I didn't miss. Let's try and roll more than 2 1s this time. Because that was another nat 20.
All right.
See, this is why I
Can you
don't
share
like.
some with the rest of us, please?
See, this is why I don't like not
Yeah.
rolling on D&D Beyond. Because telling you guys that I rolled a nat 20 feels like a lie, even though it's not. Like, I feel like I have to be able to prove it somehow, but I just can't.
I totally feel that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, it just feels gross. You know what? I'm gonna roll these on D&D Beyond because
I
I
love
don't.
that my one nat 20 so far was just punching Io in the face.
Yeah, that was great. Loved it.
That's pretty good.
Hey, I got 2 2s this time. That's 8 damage.
All right.
Oh.
Whip.
You managed to redeem yourself
Yeah.
and completely just. This guy is so dead.
Right across
So
the
dead.
eyes.
Right in front, just on the floor.
I just whip him in the
Sputtering.
eye so hard it just like projects back into his brain. I don't even know if that's a thing you can do, but you know what?
Is now.
You believe that you did that.
I whipped his eye out.
Whatever that is.
I
My mother told
if
me
these
I
people
could-
turn out to be like future friends, we're in so much trouble.
Nah.
Whose turn is it
Right.
now?
Is that your turn?
If I don't move, I get my feline agility back. But I want to move, so I'm gonna move. I don't want to like. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna stay where I am for now.
Okay.
Got the
Brain,
long.
big braining.
I'm playing the long con. Now I get my agility back.
That's a cool ability.
It is a cool ability. I can double my. I basically just use my speed from like a past turn.
Yeah.
Because I get double speed, but then I don't get that back until I don't move for a turn.
Alrighty, so next up is the cocky leader guy, as we've been dubbed. He just stands his ground. You got the cart somehow. Stop acting so clueless. We know you're working for him, and we deserve some of the gold instead of holding it. He just kind of like pulls out his sword.
One must wonder how an elf lives for hundreds and thousands of years and still ends up poor.
You really don't get how rich they are, do you?
I don't know who you are talking about.
Whose cart
Are
do
you
you
going to stab me or are you going to talk at me?
He stabs you. Natural 20.
Oh shit.
Plus 5. Alright. Let's see.
Ryan. Yeah, that doesn't hit. Sorry. I just thought it was funny that she included the plus 5. I'm like, I think anything more than 20 probably gets them there.
That is 12.
Jesus. Oh my god.
Alright.
Alrighty. So now is Nora.
Oh, sick. I had something planned and then like it just deleted itself from my brain. That's fine. Shit, what was I gonna say? Well, if you simply must know, you shot the person who owned that car, as far as we know. And last time I checked, we're all broke, so I don't know who you're calling rich, but it certainly isn't us. And you have the wrong people.
That orc was no modern wild.
Well, we didn't know who the fuck he was, so as far as we know, he had apples in a bowl. You just fucking decked him. So, do you want to talk or do you want to keep stabbing? Because we can negotiate something and come to an understanding.
He just looks at you, still sword in Io's just chest.
Alright then, I'm gonna just punch him in the face.
I love that that's your go-to. Just
I'm just gonna fucking deck this bitch.
pop, pop.
I'm gonna go
I
for
was
the teeth
gonna-
that he keeps smiling with. I'm just gonna be like,
Yeah.
punch your pearly whites, bitchos.
I also generally disagree with engaging in negotiations with someone that opens with murdering someone without
I
explaining
just rolled a
why.
natural 20.
Io super agrees.
Like, the second they killed the orc,
The
negotiations
second
are
one doesn't
over
hit,
at
but the
that
first
point.
one does.
Okay.
Like,
the
As
second
soon
one
as the
doesn't hit.
first hit lands, Io is going to groan as I presume the sword leaves her body, and she's going to be like, "Oh, I know that does not feel good."
Instead of hitting with my fist,
Oh.
I'm branding the bitch.
Okay.
So let me roll my damage first, because it's a critical hit.
Alright.
Okay.
You do an additional damage die.
I know, I'm getting there. Let me do my
Is there a
thing.
specific spot you're aiming for?
His forehead, right between the
Okay.
eyes. Oh, I have to do 2 starches. Okay, I'm gonna do additional 1d4. And he is now permanently branded with my rose.
Okay.
not correct.
Okay,
Like
so
plotting this guy's
It
escape so he
casts
can
2
become,
charges for me to do this?
like,
Shit,
big bad
okay.
evil guy.
Okay, so that is 6 plus 3, 9 plus 4. What is that, 13?
Mhm.
13 damage.
Okay. So you go kick, and you just see this burning rose in the middle of his forehead just emerge from where Nora's boot meets his face. He just kind of groans. Got some fancy ones, aren't you?
Oh,
He still looks fine. Angry, but fine.
Oh my god. Okay. Whose turn is it now?
Next up is one of his lackeys. The one that was from behind the cart is going to attempt to restrain Io. They fail so bad.
Yeah, I was wondering if I need to make a contested athletics check or something.
I rolled first to see if it was even possible, and it was a 6. Alright,
Yeah,
so
I did that.
go up from behind and like try to grab you, Io, from like your neck and try to like hold your head, but you just completely shove them off.
Shoulder shrug. I was the lowest opinion of this dude because if she rolled a natural 1, she would have matched his athletics check.
Alright, so that's that guy's turn. He's upset. And then there's the one that was on the other side of cocky leader guy, who was also going to attempt to restrain Io after seeing his buddy attempt to. And I'm using a different die. Oh my god. Oh my god, I rolled a 6! Fine.
You rolled a 6?
Yeah.
That's great. I rolled a 7.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to shove it in my face like that, you know?
Oh yeah, roll. I didn't roll at all.
So these guys are just like trying desperately to just like hold on to you. It doesn't really seem like they want to kill you. It just seems like they want to cause something and bring you away.
Interesting.
Alrighty.
Interesting.
Trying to keep track of how many guys have gone.
Blah blah blah.
Yes. Now is. Hold on. Now I believe is Aya? No. Wait.
That sounds right.
Okay. Yeah.
It is your decision.
I think
Alright.
I'm losing track of all these numbers. I'm trying so hard.
You're doing
Io's been
great.
stabbed really bad, and Io's gonna groan and stab her spear into the ground, like she's disarming. All right. If we're going to further negotiations, do you have somebody that is capable of bringing somebody back to life?
Who do we look like?
Then so be it. And then she is going to unsheath her short sword from her side and is going to try to cut the arm off of the person who's holding the short bow to her head.
Okay.
That is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Awesome. Yes. That is 7 damage.
You succeed. You succeed
Right
in
off at the elbow.
severing this man's arm from his torso. You just hear like him screaming in anger and agony, just like holding, like clutching his like bleeding wound that looks absolutely terrible.
And then if she can, just for flavor, she's gonna grab him with her other hand by the hair and throw her just in the direction of the and throw him in the direction of the leader. Just for disrespect.
He lands in the mud because it's still muddy. Just
And that is the end of Io's turn.
alrighty. Now I believe it is he died. So no, it's not. No, hold on.
Oh,
now
yeah,
it is
he died,
Pepper
so
once again.
No.
Hey.
No, he died.
Okay.
Now it is Pepper. You see the leader is still like he looks practically unscathed. He looks a little nervous at the fate of his now armless compatriot that has been thrown in front of him, but he doesn't seem that worried.
Do I see anybody else that's like maintaining a distance from the fight? Like, are there any other ranged people?
Make a perception.
Just gonna 15.
You see one more active From, do you remember where the water was? It's like behind, like kind of next to the stream, beneath the trees.
Wait, they're behind it?
No, like
Okay.
next, like on your side of the stream.
They're
behind
reachable.
it.
Okay. How far are they from me?
I'd say 25 feet.
That's a
Easy.
good distance to be. I want to move. I want to move towards them, but
Okay.
if I reach a point between me and them where I have a clear sight line on the leader, is that a point that exists? Or are there still
Yes.
a lot of trees?
There are a lot of trees, so you can see both of them, but at least one of them is gonna have parts of it.
Well, I don't. So okay, let me just explain what I want to do.
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
I want to end my movement next to that person,
Okay.
but at some point on the way, I want to stop and shoot the leader.
Okay.
Is that a thing I can do?
Sure.
Okay.
I was very confused at first, but sure.
That's
no.
fine. I don't know why I feel the need to build suspense. I could just tell you what I
No,
want
I
and you
like
could tell me if it's possible. So I'm gonna move to where I can shoot the leader from.
Mhm.
I assume Io and Nora are next to them still.
Yes.
Okay. That's all I needed to hear. That is an 18 to hit.
God, what is this guy? That hits.
I'm gonna use my nice dice. Which means I get sneak attack. That's 2d6.
Mhm.
That's 13 damage.
Okay.
Pew!
At this point, you see he gets shot directly in, I'd say, like the clavicle, because that's the way that he's facing. And he just kind of doubles back, pulls it out. He's starting to, like, his breathing is starting to get a little labored. He looks pretty bad, but still very much up for a fight.
Question. Does it seem that he has he seen him? Like, did he know? Like, did he see the source of that attack?
Let me think.
I'm not really hiding, to be fair.
Yeah, you are a rogue in the woods, though.
I am a rogue in the woods.
I'm trying to remember when he came out in relationship to you leaving. Because he knew you were there.
Well, yeah.
Because you ran after he shot Laura.
Yeah.
I feel
Okay,
like
then never
he would
mind. Don't worry
know.
about it.
They know
feel
I
like he would know.
exist, at the very
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
Yep,
Presumably
I
I'm
was
just-
thinking about pulling a deception, but you're right. It's not
Presumably
worth.
I'm just out there whipping people in the eyes. But, yeah. Okay.
There. Ow!
I also really...
Question for clarification. That was to the leader dude?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
I like the
And he's
cinematic.
just like angry, like breathing heavily, like holding this bloody arrow that he just took out. Just give us the information, and no one has to die. It's not
You
that
don't know
hard.
what the fuck you are talking about.
Someone already
No,
died,
okay,
you asshole!
The cart. Tell us about the cart.
Someone already died.
It's wood.
Too
It's
late.
pulled by a boar that likes apples.
I like apples.
I really liked that.
So, loving the cinematic, doing this purely for cinematic purposes. Now that I have stopped mid-run to snipe him, I'm going to complete my run by stabbing the other guy.
Okay.
Never mind. That's a 7. No,
Yeah,
That's
does not
a-
hit.
that's
You're
a-
too focused on like your inner victory of
it was,
like
actually,
being the
it was
leader.
actually a 9, but I know that still also misses anyway.
Imagine your like feline grace is like you like jumping from tree to tree like in a full sprint.
That'd be cool. Although I actually didn't have to use my cat speed
Oh,
because it was only 30 feet or 25 feet. So
I'm still imagining it.
All right. Next up, we have leader once again. He is going to put down his sword, put down all of his like things, Hold up. Listen, we can call this off for now. And all of his like lackeys and stuff seem to just like start putting down his things, but are definitely still looking very aggressive towards you. Now you can't lie to us, because we definitely outnumber you. Do you mean to say you know nothing about the cart that you seem was stolen?
The only thing that I know is that that guy you just shot in the throat was feeding apples to that bull, and the other guy that's away was on the cart. That's all I
Make a
know.
persuasion check.
I also just realized that I think I've had the music so quiet this whole time that the stream isn't even picking it up.
No!
Oh no.
It sounds super loud to me, but apparently the stream doesn't like it.
What was that?
22.
He just kind of squints his eyes and looks at you, like an obviously patchwork, very disheveled, like, gang of who knows what in the woods. Alright, listen. This cart, you recognize that name on there?
Well, I don't know. You scratched it out.
You had seen it before, like read it before.
Did I recognize it?
Make a history check.
I
I said it like 4 times in the first episode.
she did. I fully didn't.
I don't remember that at all. Like, literally, this is the first time I swear I've heard the name. I was like, I didn't care before. I thought it was a plain cart. Like, I thought it was a plain cart. Like, I didn't think there was any writing on it.
Yeah, she for sure mentioned stuff on the side.
Oh, I thought
but-
I heard playing card. I'm like,
Yeah.
No.
I was like,
No. That's a 2
Really?
plus something.
all
One,
right.
two, three.
I was gonna make a roll.
No. I don't know what the fuck that name is.
No.
Stop shooting.
what, you from the middle of nowhere?
I was nursing the wound that she has, and she's just like cursing under her breath, and speaking a language that nobody here speaks, presumably, in angry tones. And then she's gonna kick the arm that she cut off on the ground, and then she's just gonna like she's just mad. She got stabbed real bad.
Is she like real low on health?
she's all right. That was just a
dramatic?
big hit. It was 3. It would have killed the average person 3 times, but it would take a whole nother one of those to kill her. But still enough.
Alright, the leader looks at you again. Alright. It seems like we've reached a sort of misunderstanding here in the woods.
Misunderstanding. I'm going to fucking tear your intestines out.
That's what we've
Can I
been
still
fucking
stab
saying
the
this
other
entire
guy?
time. Dipshit.
You don't know who you can trust in these parts, alright? So, this cart happens to belong to probably the richest family on the continent. And us, my gang here, and our benefactor, you could say, don't seem to enjoy that.
I have a question. Who's your benefactor?
He just laughs.
I'm gonna pump a healing word into Io just so she'll stop doing that.
Just she'll stop doing that.
Like, not even like a healing word out of kindness, just a healing word like, oh my god, for fuck's sake. Like, have you never been stabbed? Like,
Can I still just keep fighting the guy in the woods?
7 damage.
I have a question.
Wait,
Do you want to
that's
do it like
yes.
stealthily, just so you just like so when we're filming this in the background, you just like cover his
I just imagine you guys
and like
are
duck
all like
behind a bush.
I just imagine you guys are all negotiating, and in the background, me and the other guy are still just punching each other.
How much do you heal, Io? By the way.
7 hit points.
Oh, that's so good. Io is gonna look at Nora really quick, and try to convey something with a glance if she can. Io doesn't have the insight to pull something off like this, but Nora might. She basically just wants to convey, I'm not done, and there's no way I'm leaving this place with him alive.
feel like you just need
I'm
to make
just
their
gonna, like,
eyes really big. You just be like,
cat Io on the shoulder and be
"I'm gonna
like,
murder this
in a
man."
glance, I guess this is how we're communicating. Be like, you'll get your chance, bub.
A pat on the back might do that, yeah.
Okay, so your benefactor and yourself are pissed about this cart not belonging. Not. I'm confused. What the fuck does this have to do with the cart?
It's not about the car itself, it's about the people who own the car and their business.
So you
It's
don't
how
like
to run this whole continent.
you don't like the people who own the cart.
And we figured on the game class side, you probably know him.
You're the dumbest person I have ever met. You literally killed the only person that's going to answer your question, and now you're done. You're an idiot. You've achieved nothing.
I think I've achieved something. I met you.
I just take a breather for a second. Okay, just like deep breaths.
I do genuinely still want to stab that guy, by the way. So I don't know if it's been long enough.
I
for me
really
to be
don't.
allowed to do
Go
that
ahead.
again.
You can roll for it if you want. I mean,
Please do.
I'm not giving up. I assume I could barely hear this guy anyway because I'm like 45 feet
I have a
away.
question.
That's a collective 20.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Murder this bitch.
How long have you been watching us?
7 damage.
He's not looking good at all.
Oh good.
Let's see. Well, we were just doing a roll patrol, as it were. Saw this cart parked on the outside, so not very long, but I don't see why you need to know that.
Because I want to know why you didn't attack us when we were weakest. We literally hurt each other earlier, and you didn't take that advantage to hurt us. You just waited till we were in a good position to fight again. We were all together we were all together around everybody we need to protect, and you waited for that instead of waiting for the time when we were literally hurting each other?
I understand your frustration, but I really don't think that giving them a lesson in battle strategy is what we should be doing right now. So, let's just.
No, I understand. It's important that they answer the question.
Okay, well, my more important question is, do you have an antidote for whatever the fuck you did to my friend, or is he dead, and do I have to then kill you for it?
He just kind of looks over at Gro. Those arrows are designed to kill. Sorry about that.
Can I stab the guy again?
Okay, so what you have effectively
let
done
me
is
know.
just royally fucked yourself out of ever giving an answer because you shot before you talked. Right, this is why
Well,
men
you
are
said you didn't own the
idiots.
cart, so at least we know that he did. So he was affiliated. So I got rid of one loose
You
end. That's
probably stole the cart too.
Right. So is your plan to just attack anybody that has that name attached? He was a cart driver. How much do you think he was getting paid?
listen.
You're
Orders are
trying to
orders.
attack the bourgeoisie, but you just attacked a poor cart driver. What are you
Orders are
thinking?
orders. We're all getting paid for something. I need to feed a family too.
You need to feed the family.
I keep money. That's the way you do it, you know. This cheat system. Pay
What
yourself.
do you do? Oh, that is...
Anyways, look, you've really pissed us off. And by the way, that on your forehead, permanent, never coming off, never healing. You're welcome. So I suggest that you and your little friends give us payment for the trouble that you've caused us, and then get on your merry fucking way before my friend right here goes berserk and slices your head off. Got it?
Make an intimidation check.
I'm not gonna take your head. I'm gonna take your arms.
Can I stab the guy now? I'm still just fighting in the woods.
Yeah, sure, you can roll.
I
again.
never stopped to negotiate. I'm still
That's
just
my
fighting.
roll again.
My intimidation
Oh,
is
I
so
got a
fucking high
11.
for no reason. What the hell? I am like all squished.
I got an 11, which I assume does not hit.
It does not.
Oh shit.
I still love this image of us talking together. Me
I'm
just in
still
the back. You
just
just see him with the
fighting.
bush just
I'm still just fighting.
I got a
covering his mouth
19
and just
total.
go into town.
There was no
Yeah.
break.
All right. You see his face kind of like his brows furrow. All right. Fine. I'll leave you alone, since clearly you know nothing, and you're no help. At least the cart's vandalized. We stopped their trade route for now. But just know this. Now you've made no friends.
It
And just
literally
more
was.
enemies.
It was literally not a trade route. It was just the guy. Hold on, real quick. Could you do me a favor? And she's going to hand the her light short sword over, and just hand it to him really quick. And then and as soon as he grabs it, she's just gonna clock him in the face.
Roll the hit.
Can I give an advantage for that?
Honestly, yeah, I love it.
Can Io get advantage just because Nora's clapping?
Sure, I love it. Absolutely.
The one time Nora has actually liked something Io has done.
All right, so that's a 24 to hit,
Holy shit.
and I don't roll damage because it's a punch, so it just does a net 4 damage.
something
You
that
get
I-
in a really good hit. It's probably gonna leave a nice bruise, but he's fine.
All right, thanks. And then she's just gonna take your sword back if she can.
Good one. If we hadn't got to the scuffle, I'd say a good fighters that maybe I could work with, but clearly this is not going to work out.
Considering you shot first, asked questions after, and shot the one person who could actually answer the
Orders
question.
are orders. We saw the cart. We had a job to do.
Y'all are fucking bad at your jobs.
You're very bad at your jobs. What? Wait, all right. So let me just understand
I
your
still don't
orders,
accept
just so
this
we're clear.
armistice, by the way.
Uh, just so we're clear about the orders. You are your orders were kill everybody, and then find out what you need to find out, or did one come before the other?
Our orders were to target all affiliates of the Modern Wilds. That was it.
Ah, so you are bad at your job because what you have done is you have limited your ability to extend your information and your reach by just killing a dude before finding out what you could get out of him.
We weren't sent to look for information. We were sent to cut loose ends.
Right, you are going to cut loose ends, but now you're just cutting through the forest because you have no idea where you're supposed to go to get more leads.
Like I said, we're not investigators. We're vigilantes. I'm sure you are too. And frankly, I don't think this conversation is going anywhere.
How many
Not
people
really.
are around them right now?
Can I whip the guy
I
now?
got- There's the leader, and then there's 3 others.
3 others?
Mhm.
The leader's
Io,
pretty tough.
here's
But...
the thing. We could talk and lecture them for hours, but
I've
they
still
don't have
taken
any
no
room
damage.
left in their small little tiny pea brains to absorb information. Therefore, this will go nowhere, and they should really just get out of my face because I'm tired of looking at the ugly little mugs.
Wait, I have a question. How
You
poor
have
are you?
so many questions. Oh my god.
How poor are you?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I do want to know. Can
Yes,
you
that's
answer the
why she
question,
asked a
please?
question.
Make a persuasion check.
Um,
Of course, that's what she wants to know. She asked a question. The fuck?
that was not very good. That was a that was wait, where is my persuasion?
While Ryan's doing that, can I hit the guy again?
Yeah.
Sure.
In the spirit of friendship, I'm gonna try and make it non-lethal.
You should make it lethal.
That was a 9.
No, it does not hit.
It's a hard
Uh,
fight back here in the woods.
You got a lot of branches getting in your face.
Is this guy even fighting back, or is it just Zephyr like absolutely annihilating this person?
Karena hasn't rolled any attacks against me, so I assume the guy's like, no, they said to
Fighting
stop.
Like, he's not fighting back, but he's certainly not just letting it happen. He's still trying to.
I got a 6.
Yeah, no. This guy ain't giving you nothing.
Yeah.
You do see him fumble in the bag that he has and pull out a sheet of paper that seems kind of ridiculously ornate for what this guy's wearing, and it literally says, "Target all affiliates of the Martin."
I was gonna squint at it to see if she can see a name on it.
Make a perception
Honestly,
check.
I'm shocked that you could even read that. You don't even look literate.
Um. Oh wow. So I was like actually like putting her face forward and squinting. Uh, she rolled. Uh, she got a 17. No, wait, 16. Sorry.
That is a very good roll. However, you don't see anything hidden.
Hmm.
So are we done here?
What's your reward for doing that?
My reward? A bunch of gold. That's for sure.
Right.
Any chance you want to pay us some of that gold as a retribution for the fact that you killed our friend, who is also our escort up the coast?
Well, considering I haven't gotten the reward yet, I don't see how that's possible.
Your options are that, or we finish killing you.
If I had the reward money already, why would I still be doing this?
Well, I'm
You think I
assuming
want to be out here?
I'm assuming you
Thought
aren't
you said you were
completely broke
vigilantes.
without any gold on your person.
Because I have
Maybe
to be.
you and your blokes over here could cough some money up for us.
He just kind of looks around. This guy realizes that one of them is missing.
Another one is
Yeah,
Being
you-
picked up by a cat in the
still in
woods.
active combat.
Oh yeah, you might want to look over there for your friend.
That's a little excessive, isn't it?
No.
I was just gonna look over at Nora, and it's just like a
Can I? When's my turn?
Zephyr!
again?
Have you killed them yet?
Do I know, but working on it.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
Zephyr,
No, I'm working on it. I'm gonna get him.
Zephyr, keep it up.
I stab him again.
Fine. Okay, he kind of like
Do I get
like ruffles through his bag, and he pulls out like this really really small pouch. I can give you this, but I'm telling you, it's gonna get you nowhere. You still have plenty of enemies. You're not helping anyone. You're just gonna let this cycle keep going.
Fun fact
We-
about the enemies.
you
They're only your
vandalized
enemies
the
if they
park,
stay
so-
alive.
Can I stab him again?
That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for
Matt's
Fred.
trying to stab him
Can I
again.
stab him again?
Sure,
Okay. I got a 19 to hit.
that hit.
I'm so amused by this. I'm sorry. I'm having too much fun over here.
I think it's
stabbing
very
this-
funny.
I think it's great. You guys are like fully negotiating, and I just refuse to acknowledge that
we're
that's
not
going
negotiating. We're just talking shit.
Yeah.
I think Nora
honestly-
is kind of negotiating, and I was just waiting for the appropriate moment to stop to stab because she's tired of talking.
on. It did 6 more damage.
He's dead.
Hey.
So dead. He was holding on by like 2 hit points.
No. I come out of the woods. Presumably covered in blood.
I can see Zephyr. All right, then I think Io's done. She doesn't want to see this guy walk away. She's tired of talking. Io's gonna stab him.
Nora's gonna
I
grab
come
the
out-
gold
I come-
from his hand before Io stabs
I come
him.
out of the woods and just go,
Yeah.
oh wait, we stopped fighting? When did that happen?
Roll to hit. And you want to make a dexterity check to grab the thing before this happens.
17 to hit.
That hits. Actually, no. He's going to use his reaction to use his sword and parry.
Grabs bow off of back.
Are we back in initiative?
Retrieves
Hmm?
arrow from...
Are we back in initiative?
I guess. I mean, that was your surprise attack, so I'd say that top of the round now is Zephyr.
Oh,
again.
great. Absolutely wonderful. I'm gonna shoot another arrow at the leader. Whoa! That dice went way under my bed. 15.
That does not hit. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Let me see how this works. That does hit.
Mm. Terrific.
Because the pool is only for one.
Mm. A 5 and a 6. That's 15 damage.
Okay.
Yes.
Pew! Cat comes out of the woods. Oh, we're still fighting? Bam! Got him.
I think
like,
Io is
drops the gold.
going to turn around to one of the people if she can. She's going to turn around to one of the people behind her, one of the lackeys
They're
right
still
now.
standing like,
You have an important decision to make. Right now, you have to decide whether you think your leader is willing to die for you or protect you. Because I promise you, none of you are leaving
make an
unless you run away right now.
Oh.
intimidation check.
Not very good. That's a oh wait, it's a little better than I thought. It's all right. No, it's good. It's a 13.
You look at all of them, they're nervous and talking to them specifically. They kind of look around and one says, "We had already stopped fighting. We just want this to be over now. This wasn't
You're
what
going to kill your boss, so
I am going to kill you.
I'm going to kill you." They just kind of look around and just start backing up. They just look at each other like, "We value our lives more than this scumbag job."
perfect. We have an understanding, and is going to turn back to the boss.
All right.
Whose turn is it now?
I feel like
Okay.
Karena wanted us to negotiate with this guy very
One
badly.
100%.
I'm just like, I have so many numbers in initiative. Bandits are done. I'll say to Nora
Okay.
if you decide to do anything.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I want to sort of start to walk around to the back of him, and I want to kick him in the back of the knees, make him fall on the ground, and just like the kick is gonna be an attack, like an unarmed attack.
Okay.
And I want to punch him in the neck, like right where his head and his neck meet.
Mm-hmm.
Bam. So a crack with the foot, and then we'll see if they
He's
even hit.
looking very bad, by the way.
That is a 23 on the first one,
That definitely.
and an even higher on the second. They both hit.
Okay.
First attack is 5 damage. Second attack to the neck, 2.
I can't do that, apparently.
So 7 total.
Yes. God! He looks terrible.
And I'm
He's
just gonna like
Still up.
do a flourish to Io to be like, you can finish.
It may
Whose
not be
turn
what
is it now?
you're dealing with, but you don't know who's on the other side. That's for sure.
I've been to the other side. I am not afraid.
So you
Whose turn is
are
it now?
undead. No, I'm kidding.
He just looks at you like,
Whose turn is it now?
I
Oh. Io is going to cut his head off. And that is, I really would like a natural. I haven't rolled a single natural 20 this entire game, but you know what? I'll take a 19. 24 to hit.
absolutely.
That's another 7 damage.
How do you want to do that?
It's just clean. I like Nora put him in the perfect position. She's going to just walk across and with like, you know, with practice, as if she's done it 100 times, because she has. She is going to just cleanly cut his head off, and before it can even topple to the ground, she is going to wipe off the blade, turn around to her to the remaining surviving people, grab one of them by the scruff of their shirt, and put him close to her face. I want you to know something. I want you to know that I, Persephone, am going to come after you, your boss, and anybody that you know. You tell them that I'm coming for them. And then is going to just push him back.
Make a deception check.
Mhm.
first I was really confused because my own mind was buffering.
I
I
was
was like,
I was genuinely confused because I was like, wait, Io's real name is Persephone?
It was literally just the first Greek name I could think of. It's 17.
all right.
Interesting god choice. The goddess of spring is gonna have retribution.
I-
Like,
I didn't want it to be a goddess. It just was what I thought of at the time.
might as well have been Athena. Athena's a vengeful goddess. Or
You know what
Hera.
I meant?
Well,
I was gonna go with Europa, but whatever.
No.
Either way, this guy looks absolutely terrified and was in no way going to attack you. Just like, all right, just let us go, okay? We'll leave. We'll leave. Never see you
Of course,
again.
I'm going to let you go. I need you to send a message.
Wait, you're gonna let the boss go?
no,
No,
the boss is dead.
I
Oh,
cut his
okay.
head off.
I was like, I tuned out. All I know is that you she said, "How do you want to do this?" And then the next thing that I picked up on was Ryan telling someone to run, and I was like, wait, no way. That was so much effort.
As the hirelings are running away, I just want to like blow a little kiss with a little wink at them and just be like, "Fuck you."
They look displeased, but also terrified.
They looked displeased because I gave him a little kiss. Rude.
She's gonna walk over to the ovens man clothes and just wipe off all of her blades and things, and put them back where they belong very neatly.
All right. So you have successfully scared away all of these bandit vigilantes, as it were.
The ones that Zephyr didn't murder in the woods and Io didn't behead in front of them.
Yeah, you have a headless bandit leader in front of you,
And an arm.
and an arm, and a vandalized cart, and a very scared boar.
I'm going to yell to Zephyr and just be like, "Hey, Zephyr, pick the pockets on the bodies that you killed," and comfort Boris and just be
I
like,
just realized
"I'm so sorry for your loss."
I just realized I muted
I'm
myself.
gonna give him apples.
But before Lizzie told me to do it, I literally was like, "Can I go loot the bodies?" And then Lizzie was like, "Hey Zephyr, go loot the bodies." It was great. It worked out
The
very well.
tonal shift in my characters over the various campaigns we've played together. I literally started at lawful good, and now I'm at chaotic neutral.
It's true. I mean, Nyx.
Nyx is a gem on this earth.
She was chaotic neutral.
She's chaotic good.
No.
I really wonder what would have happened in that campaign had Aether not have been there.
Nothing
I
productive.
don't know.
Nothing.
would have happened?
Nothing productive.
No, never.
Between Quipper and Nyx,
Pure fuckery.
All right, roll an investigation check for looting.
And I do it also because I want that deed and everything.
yeah, investigation.
I said deed.
I'm so smart.
Deed to crime.
Zephyr is the smartest, most.
I'll help you. I'll give you the help action.
investigatively inclined. It's a 4.
4.
Oh wait. Do I get advantage? Am I getting help?
I
I'm
think
helping
Io's
Io.
Io is good at investigation. You should help him if you want.
That's an
Okay, then I'll help Zephyr.
8.
You
With
find
advantage?
2 gold on this bandit that you brutally murdered.
I rolled 14.
All right, and you're looting who?
The captain, the leader.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm the captain.
You find first the note that he brought out because he didn't really have much time to put it back in his jacket before you beheaded him. You find in one of his pockets another pouch with presumably more gold than the one that he was holding up to you. You find about 30 gold in it.
Oh my god.
First opportunity, I'm going to split that each way, so we each get 10. Let's see here. Oh, okay, yeah, so everybody gets 10. And I'm going to, are there any, like, spears on the ground from anybody that died or anything?
Oh, true.
They only had crossbows or short swords.
I'm gonna walk back up to Io and just like wherever Io keeps her javelins, I just like put the javelin back in.
Yeah, she's actually got like so most of her armor or like weapon is like kept on her. She carries her shield. She has a holster or a sheath for her sword. But her javelins, she has this like sling over her back with just like a small, basically like a giant quiver that hangs down from her back, with javelins in
I
it.
just put it in there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I thought I was gonna use it, but then it just didn't. It just never felt appropriate.
Ooh, could I also grab the poisons?
Yes, actually. I forgot about that.
Brenna said, "Whoops."
Oh.
That stuff's a
Listen,
little powerful. I don't know
I'm
about
already
that.
having a day. Cut me some slack. Yes, I'd say you have 2 applications of the poison.
What should I call it?
Bandit poison.
Got it.
While this is all happening and I'm like calming Boris down and like comforting him, I'm gonna walk over to the leader's head and sort of nudge it with my foot and just be like, damn it, what a waste of a brand. Fuck.
Oh, I
Okay.
should mention, Io. When you pick up the poison, you do notice that the like container it's in is very odd, like very specific.
What do you mean specific?
It doesn't look like a normal container that you would say just buy or acquire easily. It seems like it was made either for a specific person by a specific person.
Can I like this is a long shot, but can I look for like a maker's mark I would recognize or some other means of determining its source?
Sure. You can try an investigation check, perception check. Where's the line drawn on those two?
I hope it's
I-
investigation.
I feel like it's
Not
investigation since like I was
Investigation.
handling it rather than just looking at it. Can I
Yeah.
also make an investigation separate?
Sure.
Yeah, I rolled bad, so 7.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're not really sure. It's just very it's very finely ornate. Like it's just like a little like bottle, but it just has a lot of like etchings into it, whether for a specific purpose or just like cocky decoration. You're not sure.
Well, I don't think this is going to be a hard idea to sell, but clearly we should hold on to this and maybe investigate further into the maker of such a potion.
Most
This is
definitely,
a
and
fancy bottle for a roadside bandit or mercenary.
I agree, but and I will have a we will always have another opportunity to take advantage of poison.
That's true.
It all right. Sorry about my temper there. It was I don't mind fighting and I don't even usually hold grudges against people that are fighting me. He just really pissed me off.
I think that is the first time I've genuinely liked you as a person in the entire time that we have known each other. So I don't know what that says about me, but probably not good things.
Well, as long as you keep fighting like that, then I think we will get along just fine.
Sure.
All right, so the day is still upon you. It is raining still. You have Boris, you have a cart.
I'm going to investigate the body of Goro. In particular, I'm looking for gold or like any paper trail evidence of his like trade routes or dealings or anything of the sort.
Sure thing. Make an investigation check.
Ooh. See now, I promise I'm good at investigation. 23.
Nice. All right. I'd say you find about 15 gold on Goro.
I split that another 3 ways.
It was in like a specific bag, so you assume that this was his payment for, lugging the cart around for, you presume, the Martyred Wilds. or at least the people that they were contracted from. You also see kind of a tightly wound scroll that he like kept near the bag, tied to it. You open it up, and it is just a normal, what's the word I'm looking for? A normal contract for like by the Martin Wild estate, like for delivering these apples to their next like supply area in Verdun.
They killed this man over a shipment of apples. Not even that many.
I just don't understand. It's just.
He also fed like half of them to the boar.
He did.
mean,
I
I
don't think he
understand.
was a
Let me
very
clarify.
good trader.
He fed the rotten ones.
Oh, okay.
He was not just feeding the stocks for it.
I just. Well, I mean, obviously, there's something much deeper afoot here, and far more political than commercial. Maybe it's just as commercial. Politics and commerce are so.
Oh, actually, here is something that we
Capitalism.
have. Well, it doesn't seem like it, but we actually did leave here with a bit of information. We know one, that there is a rich family that is being targeted by violence, that is being unchecked.
Which
We
could be
know that there
money.
is a rich benefactor that is an enemy of these people.
Money on both sides.
Money on both sides, and we've already kind of picked a side whether we meant to or not. That said, they're not going to recognize us because I gave them the wrong name. But there is the possibility that we could go back to Verdun, speak to the family, try to arrange some sort of deal to take care of the situation for them, and get money out of it.
It's true. Although I will say that brand that I put on the forehead of the guy you beheaded, it's kind of my calling card. So if word spreads, they might be able to link it to me, but
Good
unlikely.
news. We can take the head with us.
I don't think we should take the head with us.
Which,
It's gonna stink like really bad. It already
is true.
stinks. The guy clearly didn't bathe, so.
Any of you can make a history check.
I will make one with a different dice because these dice fucking suck. Oh, that's so good. 17.
Okay.
Here we are. I'm once again good at it, but I didn't roll well. 10.
All right. As you're having time to process and kind of talking this through and saying the name a couple times, Nora, you definitely have heard this name before. Heard of the Martin Wilds, or at least their estate. They are probably the richest family anyone has ever heard of. And you do know that they do not live in Listier.
Where do they live?
Other than that, you don't really know much about them, but the name is kind of famous.
So they don't live in Listier? Where are they based? Do I not know?
You're not sure.
What's the richest place again? Isn't it Awat or something? Or is it out? Is it aside?
It depends. I'd say
Yeah.
the richest of the three are Asai, Raydun, and Listier.
Okay.
So but they're all kind of, it's weird to say rich in different ways, but they have like very different deals for like.
Yeah, it's like some countries are rich in like silks and other countries are rich in spices and like that's like
Yeah.
their thing. Yeah. Okay.
If they're from the, if I just proposed helping somebody from Raydun, I'm going to be so upset.
What? You really do have something against Raydun, don't you?
something like, we were at war less than a year ago. I don't know how this isn't shared by everyone.
I mean, I just didn't really get involved in that part.
There are literally thousands of people that have died.
I was kind of on my own side during all that, so. Well,
I don't want to.
we got a cart. Should we keep heading north?
I have some lore that I've thought about making up, but I don't want to make it up if Corinna doesn't approve of it. But I have something so relevant that I want to add to this conversation.
Just say it.
I'm just gonna say, Zephyr says, like, most Tabaxi actually live in the jungles, but my people moved to the desert because of a really big conflict, and then we ran away. So, like, and we still hate them for that, and that was, like, who knows how long ago. That was it.
It is only natural. In fact, I'd have been a little bit concerned over the lack of. I don't know how the winds change so quickly in 4 years. I don't know why citizens of Listir are cool with Reydun. It doesn't make any sense.
I can only speak for myself.
6 months is not a long time. Especially, like, if your family died, or, like, what if you sent your dad off to war, and then he, like, died? Then I'd be pretty upset about that for, like, ever.
The war went on for 10 years.
Look, I hear you loud and clear. Really, I do. It's just not really been a part of my life personally, so I feel
You
for
lived a
you.
life freer than most.
Yes, I have.
Zephyr doesn't know what a pirate is. But if he did, he would definitely call Dora a pirate.
I guess Io hasn't. Io's not sure, but Io's not gonna just assume somebody's a pirate, because that's kind of a big insult
It
to just
is.
toss out. Yeah.
It is. But Zephyr's like, this person is different.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Right. So now we have a question, somewhat of morality and some of religion. How do we feel about these bodies we have around us?
Excellent question. I do think we should maybe bury Goro.
Right. It is raining.
Perhaps. I don't really know much about Orcus tradition. Do they burn their bodies? Do they sell them away? I don't know. I'm sort of making Viking analogies right now.
I have never even heard him speak Orcish. We can't have any assurance that he was associated with that culture at all.
Would I have any understanding of how orcs conduct death rituals for whatever reason?
Make a history check?
Okay.
IDC, because why would you?
I don't know. Maybe I encountered some orcs on the high seas. You know what I mean? Oh my god! I dropped my dice. Where'd she go?
Oh my god.
Oh my god! I'll just use a different one.
Oh my god.
That's a 13.
You don't have a clue.
Well, we can bury him. I feel like that's good enough. That way, at least the vultures don't come picking out
Yeah,
his bare bones.
it is just raining though. Going
Easier
to
to
be
move
hard.
the mud. Where the frick did my dice go? You can't just disappear. You're literally glow in the dark. I don't want to find you on my floor in the middle of the night. Please.
Step on it
Oh, I found it. Okay. That'd be terrifying. I already get freaked out because my axolotl plushie glows in the dark.
You're welcome.
I'll open my eyes and I'll be like, ooh.
So
Just stars and moons. Sorry.
Io has done funeral rites before. Probably for many people. Does
Roll
she have
for
any
funeral
concept
rites.
of like I guess can she know what to do with an orcish person, but she doesn't even really think he's like culturally associated with orcs. He hasn't spoken with an orcish accent. She's never heard him speak orcish.
I don't know how orcs
Yeah,
do
I
it,
mean-
but we just put people in caves. Or just let the vultures eat them most of the time. It's hard to bury people in sand for a long period of time. blows away.
That's true.
That makes sense.
I tell you what,
We could let the boar eat him.
Tortoise does not seem
eating
especially affected.
Goro?
He's eating an apple.
Well,
Oh,
like
okay. I
animals.
was like, that is the most
you
gruesome
know,
thing I've ever seen in my life.
like I said, we let the birds eat them sometimes. It's just back to
Well,
nature.
usually what we do on the sea, and I am making up lore right now on the
Okay.
spot. Usually what we do, because we can't really afford to send out little rowboats,
I'd assume you just
is we
jump
tie
in
them
the
to a
ocean.
plank of wood, and we push them out to sea on the wood, and they're floating on the waves, and then we shoot them with a flaming arrow and they burn.
Do they burn them with all the sea spray?
I'd also say traditionally, most of the time,
I
if
don't know,
sailors
dude, they catch on
die,
fire. It's magic fire, Io. I don't
It's
know.
magic fire?
I guess. I've never done it.
I will say a lot of the time, burial at sea means less about tying them to floating objects and more about tying them to heavy ones. And just
Yeah, but then they turn into like undead sea
Putting them
wraiths.
in
But if
there.
you burn the bodies, that doesn't really happen. So
makes sense.
I'll be honest, I am not sure how I have encountered more undead in my time.
Oh no.
significantly harder for a sea monster to tie a skeleton down than it is for them to tie down a corpse with flesh. So we burn them.
Alright, perhaps we just
We can
I
burn.
guess we can I look for do we have a shovel?
Why would we have a shovel?
No.
I literally
We have a
don't
saw.
Yeah, because because it's perfectly reasonable to have tools when you travel.
A whole
What
show
happened?
is like a lot.
No, well, what happens if the wheel gets stuck in dirt, in mud or something? How you gonna get it out, I wonder? Shovel.
Could ask Goro. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Okay, that was mean. Uncalled for. Very mean. It's a sensitive topic.
I think a shovel makes perfect sense, actually. I don't know how else you're gonna get out of that.
He does not have one. He's also
You
very
mean-
strong.
Matt, are those your friends?
I think my friends got bored of whatever they were doing because
Okay,
they've now
I was
invaded
gonna
our
say-
chat a little
I was
bit.
gonna say,
What's happening?
someone commented in the chat, the guy who plays Zephyr is so hot.
Yeah, it's a friend of mine. My other friend asked if you guys have the Best Buy card.
I was wondering why you didn't report that, and I was like, it has to be Matt's friends.
They work at Best Buy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Um,
I thought about
Alright.
it, but then I was like, well, when I first read it, I was like, is that spam? And then I read the name and said, oh no.
weird spam. Anyway,
All right.
Best Buy spam.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and
Keep
we're good.
pointing.
So what are you doing?
I guess we're just gonna get our asses. Oh wait, we have to do something with his body. I'm gonna just wrap it on a little log.
Okay. There are plenty
Stop.
of fallen trees.
Start to, I
I'm
don't
done
know,
with them.
floating it down the stream and setting it on fire. I don't
Well,
know.
it's
This
just
is the best I can do with what I've got.
It's raining outside.
Why don't we
I
just
don't
It's
give a
raining.
fuck.
It's a small stream. It's a heavy tree trunk.
I'm just gonna.
Alright. And Io just takes the jacket off of one of the guys, puts it over his head. This is the best we have.
we could just
This is so-
actually
Barbaric.
are we not burying him because we don't have a shovel? Is that what the problem here is?
Io's too.
Yes.
Io's too fancy
We could just
to dig with
use
bare hands.
we could
I'm
just
sorry, you expect me to dig 6 feet down?
You don't have to be
6 feet,
just like a
6
little
feet
hole. Just like a
tall
hole.
with my hands?
You spent all night rigging trees so that you could knock them over, but
With
it
a
gets a little
saw.
too much for you when
We
you
could-
have to dig a hole to bury a friend who's been nothing but nice.
we could get
With a saw. I don't know what you expect from me. Also, he's dead.
Wow.
we could just get
So
some,
much disrespect for the dead.
some rocks.
No wonder you have little respect for the living.
We could just bury them
I
with
lit-
rocks.
I know you are making fun of me right
I'm
now,
gonna
but
go
I,
look for
I
some
can't help but
rocks.
rise to it. What did Zephyr say?
I said we could just use rocks. We could just not dig a hole. People do that sometimes.
Tell you
Sounds
what I'll
like-
do.
That
Okay,
sounds way more
technically-
reasonable.
I
Just bury
technically
them
don't
with
have a
rocks.
spell slot anymore, but for the sake of flavor, can I like do the same like Field of Roses spell, but have the thorns sort of like come up over Goro and make like a little pod of rose thorns and roses
Sure thing. For flavor?
for
Yeah.
flavoring.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. I like that.
We good?
Perfect. Do you have druid craft?
No, not yet.
Oh,
It's at a time
Never
like
mind.
this where it'd be really nice if someone had that one cantrip that just moves 5 cubic feet of earth.
I have shape
That's
water.
one of my mold earth. That's my favorite spell. One of them.
I have shape water. I
Disgustingly
can do that with
powerful
water.
if you use it well. Like moving 5 by 5 by 5 squares of dirt is a grossly powerful ability for a cantrip to
Fun
have.
fact, I do that as an archaeologist.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
All right.
Thank you. Let's get up this fucking road. Grana, you're buffering.
I said, where are you headed?
To Verden,
Heard of them?
where we were going before.
All right. I'd say you loosely know the direction that you were traveling.
I'm pretty good with direction. This way. I'm gonna stand. Oh my god. I'm gonna stand at the front of the cart, like I'm on the front of the ship. Just like
Nora, make a history check.
a history check.
This is not about you standing on the edge of the cart.
I was about to say, did this awaken something in me?
No.
I hope it didn't awaken something in me.
Oh my god.
Oh. That's not good. I think that's a 10.
That's plenty enough.
Oh, sick. Cool.
You grew up on this side of Listeria, so you're fairly certain that there is a relatively large town, probably a day or two's travel from here.
Let's make our way. Making our way to the town.
Perfect. We go. Oh, also, can I have just picked up the crossbows and stuff, and just
Oh.
anything? Yeah, all the ones remaining.
Okay. There are 3 crossbows.
Perfect.
I also have a crossbow. Like, I have a light crossbow on me.
She's not interested in the crossbow. She's just like, I'm kind of low on money. She can probably drop this off for a couple bucks.
Makes sense. All right, well, I guess you make your way outside of the camp that you spent what feels like ages at in the middle of nowhere in the woods,
We did.
leaving with one less person than you came with, but still trekking along with Boris, who seems happy as ever as he's constantly fueled by apples. And you are on the road to, hopefully, the next city, with very little idea of what you're doing, but a little bit more information about who your enemies could be.
Enemies we just made.
I guess we'll pick up there next time.
That's
Excellent.
it. I was not expecting that.
Excellent.
Bye, bitches.
All right.
That was a great game.
Oh,
Thanks,
I haven't
Corinna.
ended it yet.
They can hear that.
Are
We
we
had
actually
11
done?
viewers at the end.
Yeah, it's probably because a bunch of my degenerate friends showed up. But that's okay.